Hello, Internet, people. And welcome back to another episode of Polly Plays Labyrinth of Touhou 2. The last time we expanded our ranks with Kogasa and Rumia, we got them all leveled up, and we also took a trip on over to the Magic Library to dump a few points into their relevant stats. For Kogasa, that would be attack, and for Rumia, that would obviously be magic. So, we're going to go ahead, punch on into the dungeon like you do in a dungeon crawler. Don't act like you don't know what the business going on here is. So, we haven't explored to the north yet. I don't know why I've completely neglected that. That's something I feel like I would have taken care of under any normal circumstance, but when you're recording, weird shit happens. And you're not the same person when you're recording videos. So we obtained a sub-equipment, a piece of heart. I bet if we grab enough of these, we'll get another heart piece. But a piece of heart is, yeah, the good old thing which you collected 4 to increase your number of hearts by 1. Make sure you collect lots of them to get lots of hearts. This only ups your HP by 12%. It'll come in handy probably later, again, to supplement some of our stronger pieces of equipment. But for now, we're just gonna roll with what we got. Why don't we let the new girls show off a thing or two? Let's have a look at Karakasa Surprising Flash. Wow. The blue means that they resist, by the way, the blue damage numbers. And let's have a look at Moonlight Ray. Very reminiscent of the spell cards that are being name dropped there, of course. So yeah, I do believe it's just this event icon here to the north. And what have we got over here? Oh, it's Yomu Kanpaku. She's kind of the best. Yeah, talking to them as if they are the extras. Yeah, like, why would you be here, Yomu? Well, I mean, it is a tree. You're a gardener. Kind of makes sense. A new place to do some gardening. So what's on your mind, Yomu? What else? Okay, you didn't want to come to this place. Oh, okay. So Yuyuko, yes, she works under Yuyuko. Of course Yuyuko came here because she's bored. She's either bored or hungry. She only has 2 states of being. Okay, so an appropriate sword. Okay, yeah. We might know something about a sword maybe being in here. So what's going on? You've already got 2 swords. What do you need like 8,000 others for? Yep. They are very good swords. Yes, good for murder. Uh-oh. Oh no. Her wakizashi is missing. Really? Uh-oh. What have you done? How do you lose a sword? Oh no, that Marissa's kind of got a point here. Just a moment, huh? Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to be on another quest to help out some more of the good citizens of Gensokyo, and since it's Yomu, I'm gonna say yes, because nobody wants a sad Yomu. It's terrible. So, we have a look at Rainy Night's Ghost Story. This is a single target attack, and as effective as you'd think it would be for a level 6 character taking on a level 2 enemy. Dark Side of the Moon, this completely ignores Mind. It's not that powerful, but hey, again, it's a pierce attack, and bypassing a defensive stat entirely, that's a pretty rad thing for a skill to do. So, since we're done there, there's some areas of the map up here we haven't taken a look at yet. So why don't we go ahead and make with the doing of that. Hairballs, Coron nuts. What else you got? Drizzling, large raindrops. As you would expect, lots of raindrops. So we're probably not going to be doing too much more leveling on this floor. I think by the time you get to around level 4, this place is kind of tapered off, being very useful in terms of experience. And now you're just kind of embarking on quests to get yourself to the end of the floor. And what do we have here? This event marker was not here before. I do wonder what could possibly be behind it. And just punch. There you go. Getting some quality use out of these new party members. Let me tell you a what. That's a laugh. It's usually how you would notate a laugh. Especially if someone was being mischievous. Marissa, what are you doing? Are you laughing? Wahahaha. That's not Waluigi at all. That's Chirino. What are you doing here? At least like all of my favorite characters on the first floor. I swear to God. Oh no, the greatest swordswoman. Oh no. Oh wow. Jealous of the strongest swordswoman's strength and beauty. Well, I guess, in a manner of speaking, but you aren't Yomu, so kinda. Oh, hit her again! Just beating up on Chirino anyway, not a problem. Yeah, it looks like that troublemaker Chirino has run off with our girl Yomu's sword, and we are going to have exactly none of that. So you're going to be handing that over real quick. I like you, Chirino, and I like you being mischievous, but when it comes to people messing around with our Yomu, not going to be having it. You're looking for something interesting, and you came across a girl repairing her sword with a really serious face. Just like walking around, I want to bug somebody. Just, that's not how you do things, Chirino. That's not how permission works. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's swinging a sword around now. This is like the world's dumbest fairy, who is actually the world's strongest fairy. That's the last thing. Oh, and Kaine swoops in for the save. Yep, clumsily flailing around. That's like a real fun image to imagine. This tiny fairy just kind of like trying to swing around a pretty small sword that's still pretty big in comparison to her. Yep, we obtained a special item, the Hakuroken. So, we can bring that back to our girl Yomu and get this all set. Look, we're just being so helpful. Took it from a nameless fairy. Ouch! Ouch. Yes, drag her back. We're going to apologize right freaking now. Oh. What was that? Okay, I guess she threw some ice in our general direction. Yes, she will need some punishment next time we meet. She is a powerful for a fairy, but in the end, just a fairy. Hashtag not all fairies. Alright, so we've got our girl Yomu's sword back, but before we head back, we might as well, we've got the TP to handle it, so let's just continue along our way around up here, get some more of this map filled out. Get me to the stairs, please. That is where I would like to go. Nothing on this floor presents a challenge. Even the strongest attack that I think you can see on this floor, that the bee's poison attack, is doing absolutely nothing. But we got another power bracer for our troubles. I will take extra pieces of any equipment I can get, because it just means I can get stronger and stronger, just like Cherno. Uh-oh, we got ourselves what looks to be a boss fight down here. We got 3 forest fairies. They could probably fuck us up a little bit. Drop an Expelliarmus cannon on them. Get out of my house. My house is nowhere you need to be. Okay, so we should, yeah, I think we're more than ready to handle this. We are average level 4, which means we're not below the average, so I don't think this is going to be that big of a problem, though. I didn't hear anything. I heard the music. That's about all I heard. Uh-oh. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Whoa! That would be Chen. Servant to Ran Yakumo. Alright, so it's like double Shikigamis here. Running away from the enemies that are coming at us right now. That bleeding ghost cat. Yeah. It can't be helped. The most famous line in anything Japanese media related. These guys are gonna just kind of pound on us for a bit. But like the previous fight, yo, Expelliarmus Kanan, get out of my house. We got a protection gem and a magic gem. We were not below the challenge level for that, which it's not a big deal, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, they weren't that much, no. That was hardly a challenge. Didn't break a sweat. I pressed the attack button once. Gotta tell you, no sweat on my brow, like at all. Okay, so if we meet Chen again, we'll do the girl a solid. She's being chased by enemies. So it doesn't look like there's much else left for us to do other than breaking this ice block, which we cannot do yet. So I guess since we're out of options, let's go ahead and head back. Grab ourselves another achievement. Very nice. What was that achievement for? I do wonder. Let's see. Celebration for the 10th anniversary. Damn you, decade! That's what I always say when decades roll around. But this is for adventuring into the dungeon 10 times. Some of those might not have been on camera back when we were looking for that exoskeleton. But I guess all that's left to do is go back in here. Take this sword back to our girl Yomu. Let's do a little party rearranging first, though. Not that I'm anticipating anything happening, mind you. Not at all. What? Why are Marissa and Renosuke level 1? Like what? Stop asking the questions that have no obvious answers. There's no reason for that whatsoever. It's just, but, oh wait. Why is like, that doesn't make any sense. That was an event icon before. Don't worry, we got it. We got you. We got you. Now, like, be like everybody else and be like, hey, you did a nice thing for us. Join our party of awesome sexiness. And broken with. That's how things are. What? What? You're not happy about this? No, what the fuck? Yomu, you're not this stupid. Don't be this stupid. This is not a fight you want to pick, believe me. Yeah, Marissa only borrows things. That's her shtick. She's never stolen a precious thing. At all. Oh, yes, we can discuss that, like Yomu, like Reimu, of all people. Like, let's discuss this like reasonable, yeah, like, I don't think anybody's gonna believe it coming from Reimu, like, at all. Oh, no. Oh, what are you crying for? Alright, so it is time to fight Yomu Kampaku. She's level 5, and she's level 6. She's got a few tricks up her sleeve, along with a very cute battle sprite. It's just too adorable. But I don't think at this point in time she's going to be much of a problem. She's heavily physical, as you might guess. She's got, I believe, a wind attack that can put a small dent in our party. But one of our newest additions is kind of going to have a field day messing her up. So why don't we go ahead and drop a Rainy Night's Ghost Story on top of Yomu. And yeah, there you go. Slash clearing the sixth senses is kind of like her big nuke, and it did basically nothing. And that's not even being over leveled is the problem. That's just kind of a little bit of prep work on my end. But let's go ahead, have Kaine keep throwing an attack buff on our girl Kogasa, and oh lord, that's... Man, Yomu, things are looking a little bad for you here. You're looking a little silly. So that there, she's charging up to do a big physical nuke on the entire party. I don't think she's gonna get to that point by the time Kogasa gets her next turn. Why not another attack buff? Why not? And another Rainy Night's Ghost Story should very easily take down the Ghostly Swordmans. We got a Scarlet Light, a Hemp Amulet, an Evil Spirit Soul, an Affection Gem from Yomu. Aww. I kindly accept. And a Training Manual. She can drop an Exorcism Robe or something, which is a pretty decent piece of equipment. I didn't get it. Oh well. I'm not all that worried. On your knees! You know what? I like this sentiment as well. Anyway. Okay, like, you didn't suspect the fairy? You didn't suspect the fairy that everybody knows is kind of a troublemaker? Really dodgy manner? Yeah. Okay. Yomu, I love you, but that's a tiny bit silly. Yeah. I'm with Reimu here. More and more painful. Yeah, wouldn't it be good for you to take her on her advice and join us? Like Kaine, like the voice of reason. You gotta like this girl more and more. Like, look, there's probably like 8,000 gardens inside of a tree. I'm a plantologist, I know, okay? As punishment for you trying to kill those who helped you, you're coming with us whether you like it or not. That's more in tune with the Reimu that I'm kind of familiar with. Looking forward to working with you from now on. What are you doing? You're making the right choice. Yomu Kampaku has joined the party. I couldn't be happier. She, like everybody else that joins the party, will be waiting back at the human village. And since there's not a whole lot for us to be doing here, let's head on back. That good old confines of the human village. Say, yo, what up, Yomu? So, as you would probably expect, the half-human, half-phantom gardener is quite a physical attacker. She's got some bulk behind her too, and the only problem is that she has no MP to speak of and does not gain it easily. That said, she does have a lot of interesting skills that make her pretty good. For instance, the Meikyo Shisui, which upon the user's turn, if the MP is full, all stats increase by her skill level times 6%. That can be really useful. Like the kind of pattern you get into with her usually is that since she has such little MP, you will take a round to charge with her and attack. So like investing in this is not the worst idea. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and this increases the MP received by concentration. So you'll get into a pretty basic rhythm with her, and she's pretty good. But again, she's really, really handicapped by that small MP pool, and not a lot of good ways to supplement it. But that said, she will play pretty decent roles in a lot of boss fights and kind of getting your way through the dungeon. So she's all around just a pretty solid character. If using her kind of really is hard to do until maybe around mid-game, where you kind of start getting some skill points to dump more into the skills that she needs to really be of use. But with that said, let's have a look at her spell cards. Present Life Slash. This is a 4 magic points single enemy physical attack. This is Yomu's basic spell, the spell that consumes at least the least MP out of all her arsenal, making it the easiest to use repeatedly. Absolutely, it's just pretty like both of her physical attacks have an attack formula behind them that only factors in 70% of the enemy's defense stat, so that's pretty useful. We have the Slash of Eternity. This is also a single enemy physical attack. This is the higher of the two. It factors over 200% of her attack stat for its damage formula, so it's pretty useful. This is Yomi's signature spell that boosts very high power. Very long delay after the attack, though. So, like, after she uses it, her ATB bar drops down to, I think, like 3,000 or 4,000 after using it. It might be even lower. I can't remember off the top of my head. But she's also got a Wind Nuke, which is not too bad. This is also a physical spell that combines the holy trinity of all targeting high power. Low delay, be wary when using the spells. The MP cost is very high. She's not going to get a lot of opportunity to use that. And she also has a nature nuke as well. This is a direct attack spell. It targets all enemies. Power delay is not as good as God's Slash of Karma Wind, but it consumes less MP in return. So she is just generally pretty solid character overall. We're going to go ahead, throw some levels into that girl, just like boom, all the levels, and they are going exactly where you think they would go. We'll worry about getting poor Marissa and Renosuke leveled back up later, but for now, we're going to go ahead and throw Yomu in while we trek towards what I'm really hoping is the end of floor 1. Let's go ahead and just get ourselves back in there. What do you say? So the only thing that really comes to mind is that big block of ice that was blocking our way, and I can only think that that was probably created by Chirano just to be a dick. More than likely. And now that we've got a swordsman with us, maybe she can help us remedy that situation just a little. Well, let's go ahead and have a look at Present Life Slash while we're here. Boom. As you can see, pretty standard physical attack. We'll have a look at another one of her skills, but it's going to be a bit before we can look at any more of them. After she, yeah, like even just one Present Life Slash right now, it's going to lock us out of everything else, so. Very bulky physical attacker. She's got pretty good HP overall, I believe, as well, and her physical defense isn't the worst in the game, so. As far as like being a dedicated tank, not sure that's something she could do, but maybe we'll work with that. So the narrow road is okay. Yeah, we still can't progress. This is a problem. What will we do now? Yo, yeah, like, yeah, we've got the right idea now. Of course. It's only ice. We got this. Not a problem. Piece of cake. There was actually a piece of ice. I don't like being that person, but, you know. Alright. With that minor obstacle out of the way, We're finally filling in some pieces of the map. I saw a staircase over there that looks like it might be good for the taking. Let's see if we can get off her full, or her all targeting physical. Just to give you a look at, like, because she didn't get a chance to use it in the fight. Not that it would have helped her much. Our defenses were beefy enough as it is at that point that she wasn't going to be much of a threat. Which that's not going to be the case with bosses going forward. There are going to be plenty of bosses that provide plenty of... Are you guys just going to keep shocking me? Is that what's going to happen here? I just want to show off a stupid spell, game. Alright. So let's see if we can have a look at Slash of Eternity. No, that is definitely not the one I wanted to do. You know what? Like, screw it. Get out of here. Fine. Try to be a comprehensive Let's Player. Show off all of the things they said. Well, what if the game doesn't let you? What if the game's just like, I'm going to be a dick today? Okay, so this is the only path to go. It is just as windy as I was expecting it to be. But I do see some stairs, and it does look like we're going to be out of here in pretty short order. Which it's about time. And we'll drop another Expelliarmus Cannon to be on the safe side. You punch it. Get it out of here. Even 20 HP. It's enough for Rumia to handle. And it looks like we finally located the stairs going up. We are absolutely going to take the stairs. You're all going to talk. I knew it. I knew it. Yep, looks like these stairs led up. The forest seems to be getting wider, which obviously means the floors are going to be getting bigger. Yes, we're on a mission to fuck up Chirano at this point. Yomu's just like fucking done. Apparently Yomu maybe scaring Kaine a little bit. Yeah, she's still just a fairy. Man, Yomu. Alright, so we are on mission beat Chirano's ass if Yomu has anything to say about it. That's weird. That's a weird thing to pop up. What? What are you doing? Lavoratorial matters. Lavatorial matters. That's the word I'm looking for. Not lavoratorial. What's a laboratory? That's a relay point. Yeah, a relay point is going to be very handy. It's a little device that links the village to this area. Imagine if we had to start from the beginning every time. That would be a real bummer, and this game would be way less fun as a result. You are pretty awesome, Marissa. Oh, she's just wanting Reimu's approval. But Alice isn't around, so Reimu is wifey B. Alright, that is definitely a relay point. We are going to step on that sumbitch to activate it. When returning to the dungeon from Gensokyo, this place can be used as a starting point. As I will demonstrate. Hey, yo! Well, yep, Marissa's back. Eat some sweet stuff. Everybody's hungry. One of the natural states of being when living in Gensokyo. Oh, yes. Sure. That's as good a praise as you're getting, I assume. Yep. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, Sound of Swords. It sounds like Yeah, you just get Yomo to yell while making a ruckus with her sword. That's exactly how you do it. Oh, when you want to quickly encounter some monsters, you press the M key to cause the encounter rate to instantly increase to 200. In situations where you want to fight repeatedly, like when you're leveling up, the M key will reduce the time spent walking around. That's actually pretty handy. I actually used that when farming for the exoskeleton earlier. So, now that we've got a relay point, when we go back in, you can see we can go to the second floor. There are going to be a lot of relay points scattered throughout all the floors. It's not just going to be one relay point for floor, thank God. They're actually laid out in a manner so that getting to where you need to be becomes a lot easier the more you explore. So, that is going to do it for this episode of Polly Plays Labyrinth of Touhou. When next we meet, we're going to be diving headfirst into the second floor, hopefully to beat up more things. Catch you next time.